Hey there again, YouTube. This is Ice9 with another Madden Mobile video, and it's been a while. 2 weeks of Ultimate Legends and some GTs, and so I've got a lot to cover. We're going to start things out, and this will be the last of the year, but GTs are out today, including a really good looking linebacker, which I'm going to go through. And let's see if I could pull something. Ultimate Legend bundle has gone down. This will leave me with enough Madden cash to do some stamina refills, to do all rookie and the rookie premier events. So I could still make some coins no matter what junk I possibly get off of this. But figured I'd do one more opening for the sake of a video. So here we go. Ultimate Legend bundle. And let's see what I get. And Gilbert Brown collectible, not too good. Not too good at all. Bunch of gold players. Another gold player. And it'd be nice to pull something this year. And so far, this is looking pretty predictable. That's not a bad pull, actually. Those are going for some coins. I haven't checked them out lately. But I know they're going for some coins. Still all golds. No elites. The usual. And we get a 90 Darrell Revis. That'll be worth about, I don't know, 10,000 coins. And a Ronnie Lott, which is not a bad collectible at all. He's a 99, the set based. How about just one GT? Yay. Just give me one GT. We get a rookie Lorenzo Neal. Beastly blocking stats on that player. Set based or the boss are both pretty good. And still we got no GTs. No GTs, no bosses. There's a Derek Brooks team. That is not a bad pull at all. I was actually thinking about possibly putting him together. We'll see what he is going for at the auction house. So it's not terrible pulls so far, but obviously no bosses, no GTs. Another Ultimate Legend collectible. Pretty cool. Gold, silver, gold. 86 Hester, yay. And golds and silvers. And Herman Moore, not a great pull. He's a 98, the set based. I think he's a 98. Final edition, defensive tackle. I don't know what he's going for. Probably not for too much. And let's see here. Another Ultimate Legend collectible. So I can do some stuff with that. Probably just sell everything off. Alright, so here's our topper. And let's see what we get. Hopefully not totally junk. And we get Eric Dickerson, the old legend card. Oh man, that is a terrible pull. Wow. Including a chance at an Ultimate Legend. Well, there we see what our chances are. So that's that. Screwed again. Thanks, EA. Appreciate that. Actually, not bad pulls in there too. So we'll see what those Ultimate Legend collectibles are going for, and I just might sell everything up at the auction house. So let's get to it. We've got a lot to cover here, and we're going to start backwards forward. Emmitt Smith, and a pretty beastly card, and this is kind of cool. I sent a guy in my league who I've been playing with for a long time, Leo. He is awesome player. Has really been great in our league, in terms of, he scores very consistently. Very, very good player. Better than me, I would say. And, I figured I'd give him a little pick me up. So I sent him, I forget what kind of pack it was, but he actually pulled the boss version of Smith. And I believe he sold them. Didn't go for the most just because there's already a 99 free version, obviously already out there in the tier 7s. But you look at the stats here, pretty fast, very strong, good catch numbers, a little bit better than the tier 7 version, I believe. Ball carrier vision's excellent, carries about perfect, pretty elusive. So this is a solid card, and this is the set-based card, and we'll check it out here in a second in terms of all these players, but that's a really solid running back for sure. Not sure what the blocking stats are, but I assume them to be pretty decent as well. And then last week, the other Ultimate Legend was Derek Brooks, and one of my favorite players of all time. And set-based version here is pretty darn good. 95 zone coverage, 84 man out of a linebacker is extremely, extremely good. Fast, really good acceleration, agile. Not the tallest guy, and I forget what the jump number is. But pretty good looking card for sure, even the set based version. So since I got one of the collectibles, I might take my hand at unlocking him and maybe replacing Barr at that outside linebacker position on the tight end. I think that's left outside linebacker, and then maybe putting Barr in the 3-4 and then selling Sean Lee. I'll certainly take a look at that and see what those are, how much it'll take to put this guy together. And Lorenzo Neal. So we've got our first Ultimate Legend fullback. And if you look at the numbers here on this guy, if you really want to run a true fullback, boy, this would be a good one to do. I mean, the set-based version here, extremely strong, very good acceleration, going to be good for fullback dives. The catch number is pretty good at 89, boost up to mid-90s with OBJ. 102 impact block and 100 run block. So in terms of you want to play a fullback, this is going to be your guy so far. Just insane numbers. And then we'll take a look at the boss version of the card too. So that's a really good card. And going on, we've got another Mean Joe Green card, and we've already had the Super Bowl card. Since the Super Bowl, and it's a 99 with a boost. So you'd have to do pretty well to outdo that. This is a really good card, though. 100 power moves, 100 hit power. Everything's just a little bit better than that Super Bowl card, a little faster. I think it's same strength, but acceleration's good, awareness, tackle, hit power, power moves. I assume the block shed to be really high, even on the set base card. So that's it. We're going to check these guys out now in the auction house, and then we're going to go through GTs. And right now, actually, you know what? We're going to start out with a position, because now we've got a pretty good choice of 99 linebackers, including a couple of GTs, the Brooks card, a pass rusher, and the Lawrence Taylor card. So let's just go through all these. So LT now, 99 version, going for under $1 million. And if you look at it, there's quite a bit of green over Von Miller. One of the things, or some of the stats that aren't green, though, are speed and man and zone coverage. So not a really good coverage linebacker, obviously, but pretty fast, really good acceleration, good tackle numbers. I think the hit power is extremely high. It should be extremely high. Anybody who got to see LT play knows that he hit like a ton of bricks. But pretty good looking card. Here's the Sean Lee card. Somebody asking absolutely stupid money. A lot of green over Von Miller. Coverages are insane. Tackles very, very good. Not too strong. With this card, though, with this GT and the new Telvin Smith card, let's see if we could find it right here. One of the hidden stats is jump, and it's in the 80s on both players. Smith being 6'3", Sean Lee 6'2". So these are very fast cards with great coverage, but they don't jump real high. So they may not be the best cards for picking off a tight end, picking off like a Gronk. I think Gronk will still catch over these guys depending on the throw, but they'll definitely cover well. And a lot of those underneath patterns, they're both going to be very good cards. There's a lot of things equal between those two cards. I believe Smith, yeah, Smith is quite a bit stronger though, so this is probably the better card over the GT Sean Lee card. That one just came out today. There's Boss Lawrence Taylor. Pretty darn good numbers right there. So Telvin is too rich for my blood. Would like to get that card on my team, but that doesn't seem like that's going to happen. It's a pretty short list. A couple of Boss Suggs cards out there. They're not going for much. I actually could afford these cards. But if you look at it, you need a guy who could cover a little bit better, I do believe. So, not a really good looking card, just in general. So, let's go through. Might as well go through. Oh, Derek Brooks, we already kind of saw. Let's go through the Neil card and then the Mean Joe Greens and see what that's doing to the market. And get that out of there. Notification from my girlfriend. And a lot of Boss Neil cards out there. It doesn't look like they're really moving. One going for $2.5 million. That's not a bad pickup at all. Wow, low $2 million range, fully affordable. And if we look at the Boss version, 105 impact block. This guy is going to put people on his back. That's insane. 103 run block. 86 pass blocks, not bad. I want to put him on the offensive line. Crazy. 98 strength. Pretty fast for fullback. Extremely high. 103 acceleration. This is an overpowered card. And not a bad way to go. I mean, if you don't mind losing Emmett in the boost and playing a fullback, this is not a bad way to go at all. So there's the Boss card, and here's the set base card. And a lot of green over Emmett. Pretty amazing. Acceleration being one of them. So that's really good card. I'll think about picking that one up, actually. That's not bad. That's within range and get a Boss card on the team. Still could use the awareness boost from Tier 7 Emmett, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll see what I want to do. Alright, so we got Brooks. We got Neil. Who's the other? Got to go back and look now when you skip things for a couple weeks. Oh yeah, the Emmitt Smith card that Leo pulled and sold, I do believe. So let's go through Emmett. Find Emmett. We're a long way away from Tier 7 again with our second league, but here's some that are still out there in 2 million and sitting Boss cards. Wow, under 2 million and sitting. So that's a pretty darn good running back. You'd have to put somebody else in the backfield. I think what a lot of people are doing is they're doing Barry or one of the other Ultimate Legend Boss or one of the GT running backs, so there's not as much interest in this card, but it's a pretty good one. The catch is pretty decent. Very good carry, fast, strong, so the Boss card is a really, really good card there. Let's go through Mean Joe Green. And now we're seeing a lot of the Super Bowl cards out there and going just over 600,000 coins. That's a great deal. And you can see all green from the Super Bowl card, which you'd expect. EA wants people to buy it, so all stats are pretty much slightly better than the Super Bowl card, except there's no boost, and he's still going for quite a bit of coins. But, that's really good for a defensive tackle, those stats. And here's a Boss version. So that big 102 hit power, Great tackle numbers. Doesn't need anything from Watt. On really, really good teams, they're just dropping Gauntlet Watt and either playing his Ultimate Legend or Boss version in Deacon Jones or Clowney, and one of those two is what they're going with. But you can see, I mean, it's pretty fast. It's extremely strong, high tackle, ex- extremely high block shed, I would just assume. So, pretty good looking card right there, too. So, let us go into absolutely insane, overpowered quarterback. And they got a GT Brady out there with 88 speed, which is absolutely hilarious. But you can see, I mean, this is most well-rounded quarterback in the game. I mean, there's no doubt. You could run with him a little bit. 93 acceleration is a joke for Brady. He can't get out of his own way. Good in the pocket, though. He is, got to give him props. He can shuffle around the pocket pretty good, but definitely not known to be extremely mobile at any time in his career. But those throw accuracies are absolutely insane. I wonder if that throw power on this card is too high, though. I mean, that's got to be a rocket ball coming out of there. You need good hands to catch 103 throw power, I think, but with that kind of accuracy, he's probably pretty deadly. There's a lot of them going out there, over 6 million. Looks like they're kind of sitting. I'm kind of surprised to see that many of them out there. And I guess what we can do, because while we're at it, let's check out quarterbacks in general. So there's a Johnny Manziel card, the good version, a lot of PH Brady's, the bad Manziel card, low 3 million Cam, Jared Goff, rookie card, a Boss Vic, and there's one of our premier rookies, Carson Wentz. And if you look at the stats, there's one green from Newton, even though he's got an awareness boost. I mean, it's not a bad card, actually. It's just not the greatest. Here's the Romo card. Some of the throw accuracies are better. Derek Carr with better throw accuracy than Newton, and still really, really fast. A couple guys in my league, Raiders players, got him. I covered that in another video. Papa Raider and Marco got him, and I know they're really liking him. So there we go. That's it. Actually, a pretty short list. And let's go into... Oops. Got to take quarterback out of there. And now we've got two Cromartie cards along with our two Deion Sanders cards. So this is kind of annoying. But if we kind of compare both of them, Chargers version, and really, really good zone and man. And on this one, play recognition's a little higher. Not quite as strong, but speed's a little bit better. Could keep up with anyone, that's for sure. Pretty good tackle number. Not a bad card. That Jets card's a really, really good card. And the old boss version, which will be going for nothing in no time flat. And then all these cards sitting well above 5 million coins for this Crow card. So, not a bad card, but just kind of expensive at this point. And, I'd like to get 2 GT corners. I think that'd be pretty awesome. But Norman has been surprisingly good. Positional heroes, Josh Norman. He's been very, very good at corner 2 for me. In the league to league, he got a pick 6. In head-to-head games I've been playing, he's gotten some picks. He's dangerous, very dangerous. In a league championship game that I had, he got 2 picks on 2 of the 3 drives. So that Norman card's pretty good for sure. But while we're on the subject of corners, along with our other overpowered release in the Brady card, We got this Chris Harris Jr. card, and looks like Super Bowl art. Like they meant to put him in the Super Bowl cards, but they didn't. But 104 man coverage with 101 play recognition. So numbers better than that Dion card. However, not as strong. The tackle's not really good. It's not bad though for that type of thing. So that's a really good card though. And you could see it's not too much money. It's probably your best cover corner in the game. That and the Dion version while we're at it. Let's check out and see if we can find any of them out there for the Dion cards. See if anybody's given them up. Only the Atlanta version, it looks like. Pretty good card. Play recognition is extremely high. I don't know over mid 90s if it makes that much of a difference, but not real strong. So those are the cards that are out there. So a lot of great content out there for sure. And so there's going to be more GTs coming for the rest of the year, and we'll see how much people get for those GTs. It seems like even really good cards are sitting around at this point, getting towards the end of the year. And I was a dummy and did a pack opening. Just wanted to do one more for the end of the year. Had a good week at work, so worth it. Got some stuff that I could sell and hopefully get some coins from, so that's all good. Really wish I would have pulled a GT. It'd be nice to have one good pull this year, but that obviously did not happen. So that is my video for the day. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Papa Raider, our commissioner. He has YouTube videos as well.